is really cool. Stop!
Hanging out. See what you guys are up to. Feel actually a little worse today, but then again, I overdid it yesterday big time. But I feel a little more fluish today, and I'm coughing up more stuff. I don't know if that's good or bad. Kind of gauging it this way. If I get a fever again, then I'll take the antibiotics. So right now, I'm still holding out. In a lot of ways, I'm better, and then in some ways, I'm worse. And that's just because I feel like I'm still coughing up stuff, but it's not as green and yellow as it was yesterday. But I'm coughing more now, but I'm also coughing up stuff. And I don't know if it's I don't know if it's good or bad. Kind of one of those that's how my health goes, you know. You just never fucking know what's what. And that same goes for regular sicknesses too. Doctors don't tell me shit. But in general, I feel like crap today. But I mean, I completely, with the printer 2 days ago, and then yesterday, I went out for work, which I really shouldn't have, and I bought a freaking TV. Had to carry the fucker upstairs, and it wasn't a good idea. I took a nap today, and oh my god, I fell asleep, and I never dream too much when I take a nap because I don't have that much, usually only sleeping for 15 minutes or something. This is ridiculous. I fell into a deep sleep today. I slept for like an hour, and I cannot get my head out of that. I can't wake up. My body needed it, though, from all the work I've been doing. But, like I said, some things are better and some things are worse. Still debating on doing antibiotics. If I was somebody who could take probiotics, I would just take the antibiotics. I only took half of an antihistamine today, so that's probably making things a little worse. Because that really helps, but antihistamines set me back so much, and my head's in such a flux because of those. So I have to stop taking them. Unless things get really severe again with the coughing like crazy, I'll probably have to stop taking them for a little bit. I guess we'll see. Ultimately, really tired today, though. Haven't heard shit about my dog. Hey, Cindy. And I should realistically call them. It pisses me off because I know the lady's not even there today. The regular vet that usually helps G with the situation, she's not even there Thursdays and Fridays. It pisses me off. Tomorrow it'll be a week, and they said the longest the results are like 3 to 5 days. I don't know why they make me always have to fucking call. I hate calling. I'd rather actually go in person, but Be like, what the fuck? Where are my results? It's one thing if it was just some off blood test, but the longer she sits, the worse things can get. So, utter bullshit they've made me wait this fucking long. Without a call saying, sorry, we haven't even gotten them yet. We should have, but we haven't. Nothing. Utter garbage. So, with feeling worse today, I'll see how I am tomorrow. That'll really tell me if I'm in the right or wrong direction here with being sick. Today was kind of hard to tell just because I totally overdid it yesterday. And more of my cough now is coughing stuff up, so I'm coughing more again. I don't know if that's good or bad. I hate not knowing, you know. They're like, oh, it's viral, just deal with it, it'll pass. Then I can stop thinking about it. No, I just didn't think, oh, do I take the pills? Do I not? If I take the pills, will I feel better earlier? If I don't take the pills, will I get sicker? Blah, blah, blah. Stupid. They could care less about results. If it's not for them, they don't fucking care. Stress me out enough about my dog, and it's she doesn't deserve that. She deserves results as soon as they come in, so she can get proper care right away. I mean, it'd be nice to know if it's benign or not. Whatever. But yeah, today I didn't do shit. Um, Tomorrow I'm not gonna do shit. Saturday I'm probably not gonna do shit. I'll debate on going out on Sunday because it depends if I'm getting better. If I'm not getting better, then that's probably more time off. Guess we'll see. My voice is definitely worse, but I've been coughing more. But it's definitely a different cough. Before it was that constant tickle that now it's just like comes up a little bit, but it's just constantly kind of coughing stuff up. Like right now it's a little dry, but it builds and then it's just I hack up this stuff. But it's not as colorful as it was yesterday. So I'm still watching. I just want to know what's going on so I can decide on how to get the stupid vaccine. Because I don't want to get it when I'm really sick. Yeah. Which is stupid because as soon as I get the vaccine, I'm going to get sick again. But I'd like to get it all out of the way. Just do it. My chest is very uncomfortable though. Not like congested wise, just it feels exhausted, tight, like muscular wise. It's tight. Hey, I feel like crap today. I mean, I overdid it yesterday big time. After that, I just feel totally fucked today. Coughing more shit up. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm just exhausted. No. I got 2 tests. I mean, who knows, Maybe I did. Maybe I do, but I still thought maybe I did. But 2 tests said no, so I'm trying not to be paranoid about it. Obviously, if it was, I survived it, so we'll see. Right now, the TV's standing up against my wall. I ordered it didn't come with a base. That was the only problem. I got the thing super cheap, and it looks amazing. It's way bigger than I thought. It's a 55 inch. I thought it was like a 50 or something. Way bigger than my TV. But it only weighs like 40 some pounds, 42 pounds. So I carried it up myself, but it was still way overdoing it. I do not have a fever at this time. I did. It was 101.5, but that was like 3 or 4 days ago or something. I feel like really crappy today. I almost feel like I have a fever, but I'm sure I don't. But I'm going to keep checking just in case, because if I start getting a fever again, I'm just going to start taking the antibiotics. We'll see. Trying not to take the antibiotics, but might have to. We'll see. But the TV itself is kick-ass. It's still older TV. It's still like 6 or 7 years old, which is funny, but it's a kick-ass Samsung 55-inch LED, LCD, or whatever. It's badass for me. I only had one flat screen TV in my life, and I still have it. It was like a 720 TV. Didn't even have 1080. One of the first flat screens. It's crazy. Still have it. I still like it too, but I wanted an upgrade. I said if I find something cool, I'll buy it. I won't go to the store and buy a new one. Who knows? We'll see how it is. I bought a base on Amazon so it could sit because I'm not hanging it on the wall. So I get that tomorrow. I'll put it together, and then of course I'll overwork myself tomorrow by setting it up. So whatever. Well, that's the thing. I don't have much muscle at all. I mean, for a guy, it barely moves. Barely. Nothing there, but I don't have a choice. I have to do stuff. I have to do stuff. If I need something in here, I have to lift it. I just have to use all my power. Hence, probably why I feel so much crap here today. It was a rough one yesterday because I stressed myself out big time. As soon as I knew, one of my friends at the Goodwill told me that TV was there, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's awesome, but it's not awesome. Oh, man. Because I have to do a thorough test on it. It's not easy to test a TV that doesn't have a base to sit at. But one of the managers helped me out, but it took like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then I had to carry it to my car. Then I had to carry it from my car to up the stairs, and oh my god, it was. In long run, I try to think of in the long run it'll be worth it because this TV sells used right now for like $800. When they came out like 7 years ago, it was like 1,500. Well, 1,500 was the Black Friday sale price, so I don't know what they were now. So I got a like $50 or so, and it looks great. I'm a little concerned about the volume because when I turned up the volume, it didn't seem that loud. But that was in a gigantic store, so it was hard to tell. If not, I'd buy a sound bar for it. But yeah, I don't know how I carry anything. It's just I just force it. That's all I can do. But I know cutting back the antihistamine today because it's been a few days of taking I take half of an antihistamine and it works really good for me. Luckily, it wasn't making me feel really high like it did last year, but it's fucking with my head big time. I get this weird, like, watery dizziness that goes inside my brain from antihistamines, and it sucks. Um, Usually doesn't happen after the first time, but after like the second to third, it starts. If I take it too long, I'll feel like that for months. So I only took like a quarter today, and I'm still. It didn't help much at all, and it helps me cut down the cough reflex. Yeah, it bugs me that it's sitting there, but I've had so much cool new stuff lately that I'm like totally overwhelmed with fun. The Xerox machine, the printer, love that fucking thing. But it kind of fooled me because they said it says on with the printer that you get thousands of prints per the toner cartridges, but they have small, like fine print. That means it's like thousands of prints if you only use like 5% of like, basically like if it's like a really generic type print, then you'll get 5,000. But if you print a photo, I mean, you're gonna get like 100. They just fuck with you with that. Luckily, I can buy generic toners for like $30, so we'll see. But yeah, it's an awesome deal. I've one of the last one that came through that was a really good deal because it was newer. Amazing Samsung that was probably like released in the last 3 years. Um, One of my buddies from the store got it right away. He got it for $50, and that had a base on it. It was brand fucking new. What an amazing television! And this one isn't as good as that one. This one is an LED. It's like an LED LCD mix, but it's got the glass cover. I'm not as big of a fan of the glass covered ones just because I have a lot of glare. So if I get a ton of glare, I'm gonna have to buy some like anti-glare something. We'll see. That I'm not a huge fan of, but I take what I can get for good price. But yeah, I'm excited about it. That's why I brought it upstairs. I just wanted to look at it. I'm like, that's cool. Like, that's cool. Because I don't have the money to go buy a brand new television. I just don't. I could, I'm already going to make payments on this printer, so I don't want to do two major payments. Once I pay off the printer, then I'll like find something else. But till then, so the TV was just a cool surprise. But I've got a base. It's a I couldn't find. I found one base that was original for the TV, and the guy wanted $60 plus 25 shipping. I'm like, fuck, man. It'd still be worth it because that means I'd only spend, under $150 for the whole thing, but it's not the point. So I found a universal base for the TV. What's up, dude? How you feeling mentally? Okay. I mean, since I've been kind of overdoing it, it got worse, but that was my own fault. Anxiety still low. DPDR is always there. That never goes away. It's been there, as long as I can remember. But it's not as bad as it was. So. Yeah, they overprice stuff by me too, but that's okay with me because there's a lot of things they don't overprice. And sometimes the overprice leaves things that are worth a lot of money because people are too cheap to buy it. So sometimes I'll find an item I can flip for $100 that's $9, They used to price it for 3 or 4. Now they price it for 10. I buy it and make $80. But whatever. I do fight with a lot of other resellers because I'm only going to one store right now because I can't drive any fucking farther. So I take what I can get. Anxiety's still low though. That's wild. Oh, I got it at Goodwill. Got a. It's like a 6-year-old Samsung 55-inch flat screen LED. It's like an LED LCD mix or some shit like that. It's a badass TV. I have to buy a base for it, which I did, and it's coming tomorrow. But yeah. So I mean, I only spent $50 on it. It's pretty awesome. But I go to that store I did anyway. Go to that store like 3 days a week, and I know the managers and stuff, so they hook me up. My TV is so old. It's a Toshiba Regza. It was one of the most high end flat screens for the time when I bought it, and that would have been like, my God, 20 years almost probably. It's I bought it at Best Buy. Jeez, it was so long ago. I can't even tell you. And the fact it doesn't even have a pixel out of place. Still runs well, but it is an electrical sucker. The thing gets hot. It's not Energy Star at all. At least this new one's Energy Star. But my old TV, I still like my old TV. It's actually going to take me a while to get used to the new ones because I'm not a huge fan of the way the new TVs move. Like everything looks so real. So it takes some getting used to it. I'm not a huge fan of the glass cover either. I'll eventually look for even a better television and replace this one. But until then, this will be way better than the one I've got. I'm not a huge fan of the glass covers. I like the LCD types where there's no glare at all. But this will be really fun to play with for a while. And I like the size, a 55-inch. I mean, mine now is 42, and I've had a 42 for as long as I can remember. So this is a nice, huge upgrade. I don't even really have the room for it. But no, I can't call you Mr. Lion, but what is your real name, Carnivore Lion? What's so I can say, hey, whatever. It doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't. No, if it worked that way, us resellers wouldn't get anything. Of course, you guys would all miss everything good. That's why I don't worry about other resellers. There's always something. But Carnivore Lion, I still haven't taken the antibiotics yet. I'm still holding out. Um, I'm still coughing up shit all fucking day. I feel worse today, but I totally overdid it yesterday, so I can't really gauge today. Um, I can't really say what the deal is. But Scott. Hello, Scott. I got you. I need it to be Scott. But yeah. So I haven't taken the antibiotics yet. I just don't know if the cough and what I'm spitting up is gonna get any better. I don't know. I guess it all depends how I keep feeling. If I start getting a fever again, I might have to. But right now, I'm holding out. We'll see. I said every day. I say I'm gonna give it a couple more days. It's like some things are better and some things are worse. But We'll see. As long as I don't feel like my lungs are completely filling up with fluid. I'm coughing up stuff, but I don't feel like my lungs are full of fluid or nothing. So it's kind of weird. So can't really tell, but still kind of greenish yellow. And the doctor said, by Wednesday, if I'm still coughing that stuff up, to start the antibiotics. But yeah, I'm still on the fence. I do feel fluish today. I don't have a temperature. Well, you know what? Let me see. I should have. Where was my temperature thingy? It's not in here. I'll take my temperature later and see. I'm sure it's fine. I get that benzo fluid type stuff too. It's hard to gauge the difference. Yeah, it felt good. Felt good. I was so dizzy though. That whole me taking antihistamines, it's just, they're not my friend anymore. They used to be back before benzos, but they're just not my friend anymore. And they make me so weird, like weirded out, like I'm in space. But getting out in general and doing what I like to do, and that's thrifting, you know, it felt good either way. And talking to the people at the store, it felt good because they're all my friends. I mean, they're not like, they don't know shit about me, but they know that, I know them and I can mess with them and stuff like that. And it's fun. So I missed it. And it's been a week. And for me, that's kind of a long time to sit at home. And I did make it to the grocery store. Yeah, and I did a bunch of shopping, and soon I'm going to have to go back. But I did the shopping. It was still, like, I'm definitely feel better because I don't have that flu type. I mean, I have a little bit of it today, but like that feeling, but it's not enough to completely stop me. But it was funny when my girlfriend's like, yesterday before I left, she's like, "Don't overdo it." Oh my god, I totally did. And the day before, fucking with that printer. Oh man. Oh, sorry to hear that, Scott. Oh, what I would do is, if I know somebody that I've been around that might have, gotten COVID, I would just have her get a COVID test once a week for a couple weeks just to make sure. Even if she's not showing signs, I'd still do it, stuff like that. And congrats on the newborn, but the DPDR, oh, it's never cool when something you don't like comes back, I tell you. But as you've told me and people have told you, it'll pass. It always does. It does suck, man. Because it's like you got a lot going on. And that's when you really need your mental status to kick ass. And that's when it ends up being the worst for us. Terrible. And that's why it's weird when I get like the flu or whatever the fuck I had recently just now. It's like all of a sudden the anxiety goes down and the mental status like clears a little bit. It's fucking bizarre. But it's like if I have like something's really stressful happen, all of a sudden, oh, let's put them in the fucking flight state. I don't feel like I'm in fight or flight, but that the DPDR certainly tells me I am. That's all silly. Well, definitely do your best to. I'm going to sign off in a sec. definitely do your best to get some sleep because that is not going to help your DPDR. But don't overthink it either. I was going to suggest the Wave app, but the Wave closed down, and that is seriously the best fucking sleep app. I'm not I'm not keen on any apps for sleep, but they've been helping me. So I've been using the Insight Timer, and there's a lot of different stuff. If you can deal with sound, why you'd prefer to go to sleep. Because I like to do that because it gets my mind out of thinking and it just kind of focuses on something else, even if I can't fully hear it. Yeah, stress is huge for us. It's terrible. I can't get away from it. It's been 5 years for me, and I'll tell you, there's not a day that goes by that I'm not stressed out about something. But like Cindy says, I hope you have some sort of support. It's never fun to deal with stuff on your own. I deal with a lot on my own. I have support, but in our world, it's almost impossible to have full support because nobody really does understand. Sorry about that, guys. I just can't keep swallowing that shit. That's pretty gross, but yeah, exactly what I said. Well, it's been nice chatting you guys, and always thanks for the support on my end. But I hope you guys do better today. Have a better day tomorrow, and all that. But we'll be here for you. I mean, it's hard because nobody gets it, and they never will. They never will. And it's so weird because we all have kind of different stories, and we still know what we're talking. We still know what we're going through. But anyway, signing off. Have a lovely evening, and feel better, and stay strong. Blah blah blah. Thanks. Yeah, you too, Cindy.